In the next few minutes, I'm going to explain the first verse in the Red Hot Chili Peppers' Under the Bridge. Before we begin, I would like to say that I am in standard tuning, and I'm going to refer to the strings by their letter names. The top string is my low E, the second from the top is the A, the third is the D, the fourth from the top string is my G string, the fifth from the top is my B, and the bottom string is my high E string. Now I have broken this introduction down into 4 parts. We are going to be playing in the key of E, and our first chord is going to be an E5 chord. It's played by placing your pointer finger here on the 7th fret of your A string, then take your ring finger and place it on the 9th fret of your D string, and below it place your pinky on the 9th fret of your G string. Those 3 notes are played. Then we are going to play the middle of a B major bar chord. It's going to be played by placing your pointer finger on the 7th fret of your B string. Your middle finger will go on the 8th fret of your G string. Your pinky will go here on the 9th fret of your D string. And above it, your ring finger is going to go on the 9th fret of your A string. Your A through your B strings will be played. It will sound like this. Then we are going to slide into a C sharp minor chord. We're going to do that by playing the A and D strings at the frets that we are already at. My ring finger is at the 9th fret of the A, and my pinky is at the 9th fret of the D. Play those 2 notes and slide them up a whole step to the 11th fret. It will sound like this. Then take your pointer finger and place it across the G and the B strings at the 9th fret. Play those 2 notes. So far in part 1 we have this. Then we're going to play the middle of a G sharp minor bar chord. It will be played by placing your middle finger on the 4th fret of your B string, your pointer finger above it on the 4th fret of your G string. You're going to place your pinky on the 6th fret of your D string, and your ring finger above it on the 6th fret of your A string. Once again, your A through your B strings will be played. And then to end part 1, we are going to move up and play the middle of an A major bar chord. And we're going to play that by placing our pointer finger on the 5th fret of our B string, our middle finger on the 6th fret of the G string. Our pinky is going to go on the 7th fret of the D string, and our ring finger will be on the 7th fret of our A string. Once again, those 4 strings are played. So part 1 is going to sound like this. Part 2 begins by once again playing our E5 power chord. Then we're going to play our B major bar chord once again, the middle of it, just as we did before. Then we're going to play our C sharp minor chord without sliding into it, and it's fretted by placing your middle finger on the 9th fret of your B string. Above that, place your pointer finger on the 9th fret of your G string. Then you're going to take your pinky and place it on the 11th fret of your D string, and above it, place your ring finger on the 11th fret of your A string. Once again, your A through your B strings are picked. Then we are going to come down and play the middle of our A major bar chord once again to end part 2. So part 2 will sound like this. Parts 1 and 2 together, so far all together we have this. Part 3 is going to be played once again. Our first chord will be our E5 power chord. Then play the middle of your B bar chord once again, your B major bar chord. Then play the C sharp minor chord. Then we're going to take that same chord shape down to our G sharp minor chord as we did before. Then play the middle of your A major bar chord once again. And that is going to be the end of part 3. Part 3 will sound like this together. Parts 1 through 3 together. And our fourth and final part of verse 1 is going to be started once again with our E5 power chord. Then play the middle of your B bar chord once again. Move up and play our C sharp minor chord. And then we're going to move down and play our A major bar chord. And then we're going to end the first verse with an E major 7 chord. It's played by placing your pointer finger on the 7th fret of your A string. Take your ring finger and place it on the 9th fret of your D string. Take your middle finger and place it on the 8th fret of your G string. And take your pinky and place it on the 9th fret of your B string. So that chord is going to look like this right here. And you are going to play once again your A through your B strings to end, to be the final chord in verse 1. It will sound like this. So part 4 played together will sound like this. Now parts 1 through 4 together for the first verse in Under the Bridge by the Red Hot Chili Peppers.